Hey, what's going on, everyone? I'm going to give you my thoughts on the Sacrifice pay-per-view from TNA. Obviously, this had the RVD AJ Styles Dream match. I've been waiting for this match to happen for a long time. We've seen them have the match on Impact. Van Dam beat AJ for the championship. They had a nice little short Impact match. I thought it was really, really fun. I thought it was good. Kind of underrated in my opinion, but yeah. So now we finally see them go at it in the pay-per-view main event on Sacrifice pay-per-view, and yeah, like I said, this has been a dream match of mine for a long time. Uh, I think if you ask anyone over the last decade, I mean, what's one of your top dream matches? I mean, I think RVD and AJ Styles is probably at the top of that list, without a doubt. And they finally got to go at it in a pay-per-view main event. They got time. The match started off kind of weird. Van Dam was doing back during the Jarrett N matches, it took a while for those matches to kind of get underway. Van Dam did a lot of taunting. He kept on doing the RVD finger thing with his thumbs, and Flair was getting frustrated. So Flair actually was kicked out of the match, and Flair was actually doing commentary uh, for most of the match. So Van Dam and AJ, the chemistry wasn't amazing. I'd probably say AJ and Daniels have much better chemistry. AJ and Daniels probably work much more fluid type of match than RVD and AJ worked here. I guess they're still getting used to each other, and Van Dam, he's still making his way back, from the long layoff. But this is still good though, very very fun to watch. I thought AJ looked phenomenal as he always does. Just great stuff. Just a very very fun match. Trying to think of something in particular about the match that really stood out. I mean, I can't really think of anything, but there was a lot of good spots. A lot of nice reversals, a lot of everything. Man, it was it was good. It was a good match. It just wasn't amazing. Not the amazing type of dream match that I think some people were hoping for. But someone made a good point. I think maybe if AJ and RVD worked a face versus face match without any storylines, maybe it would have came off a little bit better. And RVD wasn't really allowed to use any of the any weapons in this match. It wasn't really a ECW hardcore type of match. So maybe down the road they could do something like that, and it could come off a lot better. But just great action. RVD actually retained the championship with the 5-star frog splash. Flair kind of got involved at the end. Then Jay Lethal came out to try to stop him. So that a little bit of the focus was taken off the match. But like I said, you guys will still enjoy this main event. It's not something that I would rush out of your way to see on pay-per-view. Maybe wait for the DVD. But still an excellent, fun match. And this match probably has a lot of replay value. I actually I want to watch the match again. Uh, just for fun. I really do. It's just great to see these two guys work together in a main event of a pay-per-view. I mean, it's excellent, man. Uh, the fact that we get two guys, this is an internet dream match. The fact that we get these two guys out there in the main event of a pay-per-view is, it's something to be proud of, because we normally don't get this. So let's talk about the rest of the card very very quickly. I wasn't really superly paying attention to the rest of the show. Honestly, I just ordered the show just for the AJ RVD match. But the opening match was good. You had Motor City Machine Guns, Team 3D, and Beer Money. They put on a nice solid tag match. Motor City looked amazing here. Surprisingly, they did go over. Maybe some of the reviewers from Supercard of Honor 5 got into TNA management, and they decided that that now they're going to push them. And I do agree with some people. It's a shame that they haven't been the TNA champions yet. I mean, that's just wrong. But there's really not much to say about this. Just good tag team action. I can't really think of anything in particular about this match that stands out. So what else was on the show? The Desmond Wolfe Abyss match. I thought that was fun. I think that girl Chelsea is really really hot. Very classy at the same time. You could tell she's just trying to get an acting job out of this. But it was fun. Abyss went over, but I wasn't really. I wasn't really superly impressed by the overall match. I just thought it was a little bit dramatic, and that's what made it fun to watch. But we had the Doug Williams taking on Frankie Kazarian for the X Division title. This was I don't know. This is mediocre to me. It was a good match. I'd probably say about maybe 3 stars. A lot of nice counters to the Chaos Theory. But Kazarian's is kind of out of shape. He's not quite as toned and is in as quite a great as ring shape as he was back in 2007. I thought he was phenomenal back then. He had that great ladder match with Christian Cage, and then the great match with Angle, and some of those great X Division matches. So he seems like he kind of slowed down, but it was still a good match. The Jeff Hardy Mr. Anderson match. I thought that was good. Anderson cut a very very hilarious promo before the match. I'm not a big fan of him, but I will admit from time to time the guy makes me crack up. He just makes me laugh. And he talked about he did something really funny. Like he called himself an asshole, and he called his fans assholes. So while he was wrestling, the fans were chanting "Let's go asshole." So that was pretty cool. Him and Hardy had a good match. Anderson pretty much dictated the whole pace of the match. He pretty much controlled the whole match. And then Hardy busted out some cool spots um, in this match. I mean, it was good. It was solid. It was you could tell Mr. Anderson is improving. Hardy kind of looks like he's going through emotions out there. He doesn't look like superly passionate, but this was still good. It was like a 3 1/4 star match. The Jeff Jarrett Sting match. I'm just kind of glad that they went in this direction. They actually had Sting just beat the crap out of Jarrett. Jarrett was busted open right from the get go, and that's pretty much what it was. I mean, Sting just was put over as a monster heel. Nothing really to talk about. I really wasn't in the mood to see them wrestle. I just wanted the RVD AJ match to start. So didn't have a problem with that. But like I said, RVD and AJ was fun. It's a solid 4-star match. I'm not going to say it's one of the top 10 matches of the year so far. I mean, I was expecting that to be the case, but it's still good. It was still worth the DVD purchase, but just not something I wouldn't really order the replay if you didn't have the chance to see this pay-per-view live. So that's pretty much my thoughts on Sacrifice. As far as the overall pay-per-view score, I'm not quite sure yet. I've got to analyze all the star ratings, but there was some shit on this show. There's a lot of crap on it. Some of the tag matches were tough to watch. The women's match I found very tough to sit through, and this Kevin Nash and Scott Hall match was kind of disgusting in its own way. So, uh, yeah, I mean, so yeah, definitely check out the DVD for RVD and AJ Styles. Support RVD. I think he's going to have a great title reign, and we'll see if RVD and AJ could have some more matches in the future. I definitely would like to see a rematch of Slammiversary instead of the King of the Mountain match. That's just me, but we'll see what happens. All right.